That's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and back out and do the intro here in a couple minutes, and then we will be on the air. You can see we have a special guest with us tonight, so no way we can hide that. So we will be right back.
Well. Fresh off the heels of Wrestlemania 42 from Las Vegas, Nevada. We are live here. It's the This Is Awful show. I am your co-host, Mr. Awful Wrestling. And all right.
What the ever-loving fuck?
Marvin's anarchy here on the weekend.
let me just get through the introductions real quick. Alongside with me, Akadis, of course, and of course from Geeks and Gamers, That Park Place, and his very own M4 Empire channel, host, panelist, author, reporter, and Guinea Marv.
Whoa!
That was apparently approved.
This is
by Marvin.
This is what I come on here for. Wow.
Now you're our buddy.
You come in here and you're just dropping slurs left and right. I'm offended. No, I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
What happened?
Goomba.
What happened to the music?
Oh, I turned it off for the intro. I'm turning it back on. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I'm about to say I came in the back and there's this smooth jazz playing in the background, and I'm like, what the fuck have I walked into? Like, I feel like I should be smoking a cigarette and drinking a scotch and talking about how a fella done me wrong. Like, what? Like,
what? How dare you? I tried to pass you the blunt right through the screen, and
whoa! I'm straight edge, man.
Oh, that's right, you are. That's right.
No, not really. I'm like 5 beers in tonight. So.
Yeah, remember he drinks mead. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because me and the Vikings are all Marys, right?
Yep. Stupid Vikings.
Yeah. Well, anyway, great to have you on the show, my friend. What say you, gentlemen? What'd you guys think?
It was. Look, I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. We went live on Geeks and Gamers Locals, which is like the member platform over there, and so yeah, it was my first time like watching wrestling in a while. And I mean, I for the most part enjoyed myself. I thought night one was okay up until a certain point, and then night two I actually really liked.
Night two was awesome. Tonight's WrestleMania main event. Punk versus Roman, I think they put on a clinic. And I think Jade Cargill, god damn it, she impressed the hell out of me tonight. She really did her thing tonight.
Rhea Ripley impressed me because she carried the crap out of her. That was the best I've ever seen Jade look.
Yeah, her best match.
Best
easily,
match ever.
By far. Yeah, she looked great. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm trying to get the music to work.
The music doesn't work.
Well, sometimes what happens, like I said, I haven't been able to test it. I got a new computer. Last week, Lisa B actually donated $200, put us over the edge so I can get my new computer.
Wow.
So I got this new computer, and it's great, but I haven't been able to test anything out on it yet. So this is actually kind of a dry run. I'm hoping things work, and over the next week, I'm gonna actually like get in there and make sure everything is going, is working to plan. So if there's any hiccups tonight, the music might sound weird. I'm not my normal, animated self. That's because we're still working out the kinks, but everything is falling into place. In terms of WrestleMania, I don't know. So I thought that last night, I thought it was fine. It felt like a good night one, like it was warming up to something big. I think so. Like, I don't know, dude.
Should we go match by match? Or?
No, we're gonna do that on Tuesday. This is more like your feelings. You know what I mean? This is more like what you got out of it. So I don't want to go match by match and kind of pick out all the things. We'll talk about the big thing, right? Cody versus Randy. That's what everyone's talking about. That was terrible match last night.
Yeah,
it was terrible. I was like, okay, they're pacing themselves. This is gonna be a long one. Oh nope, it's over.
Yeah. Well, okay. So apparently Randy was injured. He has a back injury. So that might have something to do with it.
Does he have a back injury, or are you a mark and he was working on the back?
I have conspiracies. Here's the thing. I was fine. It seemed like the match would be okay. Thanks.
It's like, oh, it's all part of the show. Like the show is called "This Is Awful," and we want people to be like, "This is awful."
Nobody says that though. People love it. We get rave reviews about this.
Rave
is
reviews, yeah.
It's different. We have Tootie Talk. If we did another
different, God damn it,
Marv, if we came over here and did a show on Saturday where we didn't play music and we just read super chats into the segments and we reviewed all the news of the week, then we'd just be doing 2 Toonie Talk wrestlings. We have to do something to stand out.
You're right. So let's just do. We're gonna take this ring and we're gonna put it on the ceiling.
Well, it's great to have you here, Marv, tonight. We're running out of time.
I love it. No. Keep this going.
I don't care.
Keep this going.
Oh my god.
But back to WrestleMania. Yeah, Paige. I don't know, dude. Whatever. Paige is the same deal with like Nikki and AJ and that kind of stuff. Where I don't get it, but people like it. Whatever. Oh.
I did it. I did something different. I streamed from the theme park.
There you go.
It's faster, but
yeah, there you go. Tried something different.
Yeah, see, the chat's going after you, Marv. Chat's like, it's different. It's not Tootie Talk wrestling. Deal with it.
Yep.
This is okay. I think the best way that I've learned to describe This Is Awful is that Tootie Talk Wrestling is a podcast. This Is Awful is a stream.
I'm just giving you
crap.
Make sense? I love what you guys are doing. I like that Awful has got over 1,000 subscribers. I'm huge supporter of you guys.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. You know who else is huge supporters? Everyone in the chat with us tonight. I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's here right now. Thank you guys for hanging out. I did it. I want to do it now because this is after we said we were actually going to start. This is the time that we said we were going to start. So
I had to turn off my mic for a moment because I was just laughing uproariously at Marv's critique of the show. I had to turn the mic on. I was just like dying gold. Anyway, I can't wait to get on Geeks and Gamers.
That ain't my dude. I'm barely on Geeks and Gamers. Are you kidding me?
Well, see, and
you were on M4 the other day.
Yeah. We also know.
Oh, wait.
No.
Well, thank you, Mr. Jamie Jam. Sorry.
The chat is complaining because they can't hear the music. So
let's see. There you go.
Blast it, man.
You gotta get that going for the M4 Empire.
And then, they can't hear the AI voice. That's weird because we can hear that.
What?
I can hear that fine.
Like I said, we will figure all of this out. I apologize. New computer. We're still getting everything. The kinks worked out. So I apologize if you guys can't hear that stuff. We will get it all figured out here in the next few minutes. So anyway, okay. What else do you want? It's your show, Awful. What are we going after here?
Yeah. So I just wanted to hear both of your thoughts on what do you guys think the best match was? For both night 1 and night 2.
Night
Mark,
1,
you go first.
Night 1, I thought the best match was Seth and Goons. That was a good. I really liked that one a lot. Night 2, I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Punk and Roman on that one. I mean, it started out slow, but man, they told a really nice story. I really liked it. I thought they did a really nice job. If you talk, you want to know the worst match on both nights? Because
sure,
yes.
Worst match on night 1 was probably Cody and Randy. I could not stand that match. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean the women's tag match thing was a close second, but I was a little bit entertained when Brie pointed at Paige, expecting the big pop, and the crowd did nothing.
Yeah,
because you put should I tag in Paige? And everyone's like, we don't know who that is. And, I could not care less about Sami Zayn. Look, when we were watching Rhea and Jade, on locals. We were like, look at the shape that Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill are in. They're like carved out of granite, and then compare that to the shape that freaking Sami Zayn is in. It looks like he's homeless on the street. Man,
they're really playing up the sad Sammy act.
I had heard that like El Presidente may have been in Vegas this weekend, and wouldn't that have been amazing if Punk had like main evented his first WrestleMania and they like cut to like Trump in the skybox,
just clapping.
Yep. They've turned Sammy heel, right? It's not a line anymore.
I don't think there was much having to turn him heel. The crowd was solidly booing him the whole match.
But leading up, you didn't see the stuff leading up to it. He was cutting heelish promos. He was doing that kind of, so it seemed like they were going that route, but the way he worked at that match, he was a heel, and you can't deny. I mean, how could he not when Trick Williams is on the other side of that ring? Like the most. Okay, here we go.
You need to tell me in front of the WWE universe that you respect me.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Test this is only a test. If this had been a real chat, I would have insulted Marv. This has been a test.
In case that didn't go over, it said test. This is a test. If it had been a real chat, I would have insulted Marv. Thank you, Regina Sharp. I think that worked, but we will find out shortly.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Sharp.
Yeah, you haven't been around for my love affair with Trick Williams yet, Marv. So
okay, that
man is the perfect wrestler. Like, just look seriously. Look at him. Everything he does, the way he moves, the way he talks, the way he's.
Were you impressed by him, Marv? I mean, you obviously hear this is a adulation of him.
Was I impressed by Trick Williams? Yeah, I enjoyed him. I thought he was fine. I thought that he was probably the best in that ladder match. I mean, Rusev was there to push the ladder over, obviously.
Wow, what a racist here. Trick Williams fought Sami Zayn, Marv. You're thinking of Javon Evans.
I'm thinking of Javon Evans. You're right. Yeah, no. I'm thinking of the other one.
I mean, I'll say, I didn't expect Javon Evans to retire Brock Lesnar tonight, but I'm not going to be mad about it.
He's a big guy, that Javon Evans. So Trick Williams in the Sammy match. Okay, that one.
We know it was BET WrestleMania tonight.
Right.
I mean,
WrestleMania
computer monitor, Mar.
No, I thought he did fine. I was so not interested because of Sammy.
Yeah. Little Yachty didn't bring you in.
No.
And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. No baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distractions for you. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
At them 4 Empire super chatted $5. I am a robot voice and dislikes dudes.
Stink like that.
It wouldn't let me say this is gay.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Anybody over Sad Sammy and Marv? How very Meltzer of you.
Yeah.
Marv, you sure heard it. I did this whole thing a few weeks ago where I was like, on Toonie Talk Wrestling, I was like, we're going to dissect it. Sami Zayn, no one likes Sami Zayn. And everyone was just mad at me about it. Everyone's like, no, you're wrong. We love Sami. I'm like, what are you talking about? We spent the past 6 months talking about how much we hate Sami. I do a negative Sami segment. Now it's like, I think you're wrong. Yes, I think Sami's all right. I think Sami's okay. It's like you guys were gaslighting me about Sami Zayn.
Yeah, seriously. They were working you, brother.
I know.
But, what did you think of that Obafemi Brock thing, though? Like, I said before the match started, I said either this is going to be a kaiju fight.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Oh.
So that one doesn't get read out loud because it was only $2. Okay. But it said after tonight we put respect on Jade's name. There you go. Awful.
I'm gonna put some respect on Rhea Ripley's name because she did a great job making her look good.
Listen,
no, it does take two to tango. I mean, she did really well tonight.
Jade Cargill, I still would believe is green, but she hit all the beats tonight. She had great facials, great emotions. It didn't look like she was going through the motions when she was going through into the match with Rhea. Rhea, on the other hand, was looking great as usual. I thought she was looking a little svelte. kind of had the swimmer's body going on. I didn't see.
Yeah,
too
didn't
much
she just admit that she had an eating
muscularity.
disorder?
Oh, did she?
Oh,
Yeah, I believe she
did she?
did.
I don't know.
See, I
Okay.
thought-
Awful's like, man, she looked great.
No, she
all,
didn't.
all that purging really paid off.
Yeah, there you go.
My initial thought with the Jade
The mandible claw.
my initial thought with the Jade thing was that I thought she like slimmed down to make Jade look bigger. That was my initial thing. Was like they were trying to.
She had admitted. So I think she was on Pod Meets World, where she admitted that she had an eating disorder.
Oh,
so
well,
now
I
don't you
feel
guys
terrible.
feel horrible, right?
I don't feel horrible at all. I didn't say she. I said she has a swimmer's body. They look athletic still, but she didn't have a lot of muscularity. That's all.
Jimmy Garvin, you touched me in a personal way you never touched me before.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. It's the sad Sammy effect. You think Triple H is the only one who suffers from it. But it comes for us all.
Yeah. But that more. And this is why you do it, Marv. They keep coming.
And I have half the brain that you do.
At UN ** super chatted $4.99. Stephanie
doesn't
was
wanna
the
say
star of
cum.
the show. Nobody was featured more than her.
That is true, but yet I did not see. Thank you, by the way, Honor Sharp and you and both of you. Thank you very much. I didn't see the Hall of Fame, but I heard that Stephanie McMahon got 60 goddamn minutes.
I heard that there were 37 minutes passed before she started talking.
Yeah, I watched the Hall of Fame. Okay, to be fair, I kind of just fast forwarded through the Steph part, so I don't know how long it lasted.
Right.
But I
Fair.
didn't. But based on I didn't think Demolition didn't get enough time. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like anyone was shorted time. So the 70 stuff I just wasn't interested in. I think they did a great job with Demolition though.
She got inducted by Linda?
She got inducted by Linda and her daughters. They all were up there.
What do her daughters have to do with wrestling?
They, it's their. I don't know, dude. Nobody wants
family.
Right.
It's
Why
family.
who was it? Who were we talking about last?
Man.
Who were we talking about before? Where they had their Paul Bearer when they had his kids come up and do it
Because he's dead.
Yeah, but they can't bring in Vince, right? So,
Yeah, but they had Linda.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I'm sure her kids will be involved.
I
in
got nothing
wrestling
on Linda.
Yeah.
Tony should have lent them Jericho.
So was Pat McAfee Stephanie's dog? Is that how this works out this year? Is
he Lucy Hurst Helmsley?
Yeah, remember how the Triple H Jericho match was all based on Stephanie's dog. So I'm thinking that Pat McAfee. That's the equivalent, I think.
Cody and Randy have 20 years of history with each other, and the feud's about Pat McAfee.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can say there were some things that Pat McAfee said in his promos where I was like, yeah, right on.
I wasn't. You know what? But the thing. Go ahead.
I marked when Punk was complaining about the ticket prices to get a cheap pop, and he was like, "Oh, so CM Punk doesn't think he's worth that amount of money." Okay.
Well, what you don't understand is that Pat McAfee did the ticket price thing first. He said tickets were too expensive, and then Punk said tickets were too expensive, and then Pat came back and said, "You're just saying that because you're not good enough to get." It was just so disjointed. That whole thing. I didn't like the Pat McAfee stuff at all. By
the way, back to the Cody Randy thing for a minute. You said earlier that it was kind of disjointed. It seemed to me like the match kind of swept away the Pat McAfee shit kind of early so that they could have a match. You know what I mean? Like it was just like written like, all right, let's get this shit over and done with so that these guys can have a main event.
I want to gather my thoughts about it because it felt like this match was booked 3 weeks ago, and then TKO's like, we need you to put Pat McAfee in it, and they're like, how are we supposed to put Pat McAfee in this match?
Do you think TKO has been like interfering in creative a lot?
1,000%, at least for WrestleMania, 1,000%, yes.
I can believe that too.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it before, how like every time you get close to WrestleMania, it's just like any job. It's not surprising. Whenever there's, you get to a big time of year with any job, if you have a parent company or if you have a boss that doesn't hang out at work too much or something, whenever it's the big time, they show up and try to poke their nose into stuff and try to meddle because they want to take credit for whatever happens,
By the way, there was a perfect spot for a Vince run-in in this show, and they didn't use it.
When was it?
When Bianca Belair came out and took that robe off, and it's mine.
Oh, God damn it.
Did you? Is
How
it
do
just
we walk
me?
into that?
Is it just me, or was John Cena channeling Vince McMahon in every sense of the word? The way he walked.
It was actually Vince in a John Cena suit.
Yeah, it was the way he walked, his suit, his hair, everything was. He's like, I'm just gonna play Vince McMahon tonight, and he just went out and played Vince McMahon for 2 nights in a row.
Welcome everyone to WrestleMania. I'm John Cena, and I love paralegals. I mean, welcome. You know, we're all here. This is the grandest stage of them all, and that's high comedy if I've ever seen it, pal.
God damn it.
He had shoulder pads, for crying out. Why would John Cena wear shoulder pads? But he had them.
What if Vince like did some kind of like essence transfer and like stole Cena's body?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Like Cena's trapped in Vince's body now, and he's like trying to call people like, it's me, it's John Cena. It's like, Vince, stop calling me, you weirdo. Is this one of your weird sex things, Vince? You want to pretend to be John Cena? No.
Oh my God.
Well, Brock Lesnar's retired, right?
I'm gonna go bang James Gunn's wife on camera now.
Oh man, you should have been here when we were going over the Vince. You would have loved that segment. You need to check it. I pulled it for Toonie Talk Wrestling, the segment of the TKO text that leaked, where you got to see actual texts from Vince McMahon and Triple H.
Oh yeah, that was something.
Triple H texts like a girl.
He texts like a
yeah.
girl. Well, he texts like me, to be fair. But it's, a lot of nervous LOLs and PT dubs and ellipses and that kind of stuff,
TTYL.
Yeah.
You up?
We made that joke. Yeah, we made that joke.
Beat you to it there, Marv.
I would say Jake made that joke, actually. Yeah, we got there.
Oh, man, I really got to step my material up then.
Hilarious. Oh, my God. Now, who saw Brock Lesnar retiring or appearing to retire?
I knew he was going to retire.
Oh, really?
I don't think he's retired.
I figured this was it.
I don't think he's retired. I don't think he's retired.
So with that match, I thought they were either gonna have a kaiju fight that like destroyed the arena, or Oba was gonna squash it. And
right.
Brock loves Oba Femi. If you want to say anything about that match, you can look at that match and say Brock loves Oba Femi.
Brock loved big black man.
Like, he sold for him. He laid. There was no boo boo face on Brock Lesnar.
Oh no.
He looked like he was happy to do what he was doing.
Brock was bumping his ass off for him.
And but I don't think he's retired. I think it plays into the storyline, right? Okay, so Marv, before WrestleMania, the reason Gunther was fighting Seth Rollins is because he told
Heyman, I get it.
Yeah, he told Heyman that he owes him one. And I'm thinking that the whole thing is going to be like they had the big retirement tonight, and Gunther's going to go to Heyman now and say, no, you owe me. Bring him back. I'm beating him at SummerSlam.
That would make zero sense. First off, I think Brock prevented all of that bullshit booking to go down like that. That's why he was just like, yeah, let me just lose to the guy who's on the rise, not the established
But
star.
why would they? So what's the Gunther thing then, Awful?
There is no Gunther thing. After tonight,
is a Gunther thing.
See?
So wait, are you saying he was shooting? Are you saying Brock went into business for himself and did that all? Because you're wrong.
What makes you think that Gunther is going to face? Maybe Brock Lesnar has it in his contract where he's just like, yeah, no, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe I don't want to put over Gunther. Maybe I'll put over. No, I didn't actually.
Okay, yeah.
I think honestly, the reason I think Roman got the belt was because I think that the big match that they've never really done is Gunther and Roman for the belt.
Yeah, I mean that'll happen.
I think that's SummerSlam.
But how does Paul Heyman have anything to do with that? That's the thing, is that Paul, There has to be something.
Paul Heyman will manage him for it because Paul Heyman knows Roman Reigns better than anybody.
Nah, I would actually put money on it.
That makes more sense than I'm gonna guess that Brock Lesnar is gonna lose to Obafemi and retire. So my favor is that you're gonna bring him back so I
that's
can.
No. That's not what I said. No, I said that the favor. I think the favor is that Gunther was expecting a match with Brock Lesnar. I think the fact that Brock Lesnar retired is putting a wrench in Gunther's plan, and now he's going to torture Paul Heyman for 3 months. Until Paul Heyman finally gets Brock Lesnar to come back and fight Gunther.
Do you see how that storyline sucks?
Yeah.
Like it just stinks. Like
no,
and it has nothing to do with you because it's your idea or anything like that. But if they go that route, it stinks. Let Brock Lesnar just retire. It's the biggest stage. He's put the boots on. Like, don't. Maybe next year. I would put over the young guy, roll the fuck out of there into the sunset, and maybe next year, maybe at Saudi Arabia, for a large enough amount of money, he'll come back. That's the only. But it's SummerSlam,
guys. This is the plan.
All right,
this is the plan. I will put, like I said, I would put money on it. I'm that confident.
Listen, I can't go there because these guys are willing to change up entire events. I mean, who saw Pat McAfee coming?
The commentary all night after, because you guys didn't hear commentary. After the match, between every match, they said, Brock Lesnar is apparently retired. We have to get more word on that. I don't know if that's true. Did Brock Lesnar, it was left very open-ended. Like they were all night. Okay. They were like, we don't know if Brock Lesnar's actually retired or not. They're doing a story where it's going to be that Paul Heyman is going to be forced by Gunther to try to get. I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying it's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I just don't think that Gunther needs that win or Brock. I don't
think he's going to win. I don't think Gunther's going to win. I think that's when Gunther loses. Honestly, that's what I would do. I would say Brock's already retired. Brock's already retired. Gunther's a heel. He's already got so much heat. I don't.
Then what in Minnesota in SummerSlam? Brock gets his win back. Brock gets a win.
He gets the thank you for helping out Oba by getting the win, getting to go out right off into the sunset in his hometown at SummerSlam.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Atona Sharp super chatted $10. I actually like the Get Me Reigns. Is the ring general. I can see him bringing on an asterisk that can negotiate the match for him and knows Reigns well.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, absolutely, Virginia. Thank you for the $10.
That's a better idea than what if you're saying that's the plan of Gunther retiring Brock Lesnar.
I didn't say that. Yeah. I said they're going to have a match. I didn't say that Gunther was going to retire Brock Lesnar.
I just have to, but I just saw a really weird thing. Cultaholic just shared it. It's a video of like they're watching Charlotte's entrance on TV, and they pan over and they're in a bar. And Ric Flair is sitting at the bar crying.
Oh my God. How many beer bottles are in front of him?
I'm sure he's drunk as a skunk.
God damn. Oh yeah.
Can we pull it up? Do we have it?
By the way, Regina Sharp agreed with me, and my idea was better.
Okay, I'm not, dude. When did I say my idea was great? I didn't say it was great. I'm just making a prediction.
You were saying like that's the plan, and that's when I said like if that's the plan, that plan stinks. It just sucks. In fact, as far
as evil plans go, it's not great. Like, why wouldn't you want to like shake the champion of the world? Because either way, whether it was Punk or Roman, Heyman knows both of them intimately.
And also, Gunther's already done promos where he said that careers are more important than titles to him. Like getting career,
spoken like somebody who's not getting any title shots right now.
He's the career killer. That's his thing, I mean, it is weird in the middle of doing a big career killer gimmick. It is weird that someone and we've heard in the past that Brock wants to fight Gunther, and we've heard that Gunther wants to fight Brock. So
I think that would have happened this year. Now. I sent you a text earlier in the day, and I said, I got a theory. I believe that maybe Brock doesn't like the direction. Maybe Brock just wants to put over the young talent and ride off into the sunset. Maybe he got a talking to by the Undertaker. Maybe they shared some stories, and Undertaker was just like, "Yeah, this is the right thing to do. Why come back to SummerSlam and lose in Minnesota?" Who actually? That's like the hook for a lot of people. They're like, "Oh, it's going to take place in Minnesota this SummerSlam." So the fuck what? What? Okay.
Awful. You give me crap about fantasy booking. You just like fantasy booked real life.
No,
you were like maybe.
Yeah, of course I did. I certainly did.
Pulled Brock Lesnar
that was my theory. I called it a theory. I called it for what it is. So you tried to step on me. It didn't work. Listen, the fact is that I believe that Brock is actually retired. I don't think you go through this song and dance like what they just did tonight, just to have him come back for what 3-4 months later. I just don't see it.
Like it kind of like I feel like the leaving the boots and the gloves in the ring thing is kind of like
and turning purple with crying.
How many guys have done the thing where they left their boots in the ring and then they're back and didn't Cody leave his boots in the ring at one point? I want to say Cody did it. I know AJ did it before he retired. It's happened. Like it's just a kind of a thing that happens in wrestling. And they never said that Brock Lesnar was retired. They constantly kept saying, "Well, we have to get word from Brock Lesnar. We haven't heard from Brock Lesnar yet." And they also made a point to say Brock Lesnar's not going to be on the post show tonight.
Well, look, so, I could see it being that they're going to have Brock Lesnar come out on Monday Night Raw or something like that and be like, "I'm going to retire," and then that's when Gunther makes his move. But I don't think it's like part of the "you owe me Paul Heyman" thing.
We'll see. I don't know. I really, I 1000% think that he will be wrestling in SummerSlam against Gunther in Minnesota at SummerSlam against Gunther. I think that will absolutely happen. I don't know if Gunther will win. I don't know.
I don't know because I think the Undertaker walked up to him in the back and was like, "You know what you should do?"
You think Undertaker came up and he put his arm around him?
Yeah.
And he pulled him in real close, and then he started whispering in his ear, and he kind of.
Listen, if I can give you, Brock, if I can give you 2 pieces of advice: 1, don't do that show in Minnesota. 2, never make your wife your co-host on your podcast.
Bet.
Hey, do we want to talk about the Triple H eugenics program that he's running in WWE now, where he's just like saying, "You and you have a baby together. You and you have a baby together."
Is he really doing that?
Well, I mean, look at it. Okay, so Naomi and Jimmy Uso are having a baby, and Bianca and Montez Ford are having a baby.
Is that what's happening, or are the married couples in WWE just having babies?
I know. It's all the young ones because it's Lash. Well, I guess
of course it's all the young ones.
You have Lash and Trick. He's trying to get them together. Triple H is backstage going, "Okay, I had all girls, so I can only get like 1 or 2 big stars. I need more. I need all of you to have babies together.
You all need to be boys."
I thought Ludwig was going to be good with Tiffy, but I want him with the Mexican one instead. So get it with her, and then we're going to have Tiffy get with one of the NXT guys.
Well, because he's always been trying to find the perfect vessel to transfer his essence into,
right? So I just think
that is true.
Yeah, but he's not going to do that because you know that he's already said that those people don't win championships. So he's not going to want to be a black guy.
He has to. He had to stop that. He had to stop that. It's a different world.
I don't know, man. WrestleMania 19, man. He made it. He made his feelings very clear. So did
he
Flair.
Certainly did. That fucking Indian deathlock was the kiss of death.
Pedigree. Wait 19 seconds and then.
Yeah, really.
But yeah. I mean, the Demon was fun, but I think the main thing from tonight. Yeah, the Demon was fun. And Max loved the Demon. Max loved the Demon.
And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. No baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distractions for you. Just you and I getting it on like 2 men should do.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. It's not impossible. I mean, Vince tried breeding China and Jericho.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Regina. Sure. And no, Mike, I've been avoiding the internet all weekend, so I did not see it.
I want you 2 to breed. I want you to have a baby because I want to prove that 2 men can have a child together.
He was ahead of his time.
But yeah, the Demon was fun, and then, man, that Punk versus Roman match was so good.
It was good. It was real good.
like just a good, solid, old school match. No, they didn't have any of the gaga, none of the. It was like
No
we're gonna put on
run-ins.
a match. Yeah.
What'd you think of your girl, Liv Morgan's entrance? I
She was
think that
great.
that entrance made the song.
Yes.
That song is ear cancer, and I think it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
It's
I think
supposed
that's
to be
the point.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
the
the
point 'cause she's
point.
a heel, but like, I'm like, sometimes it's okay to just be good at one thing and
I-
like do that thing.
You know what? You know how I know something gets good heat is that I've been walking around the house going, "Trouble, trouble, that's me," and then Max screams at me every time I do it.
Yeah, see,
See,
it's a
gets on
great
people's nerves.
mid-range song.
yeah,
for
it's
people.
it's very honky tonk man. It's very old school. Like, we're gonna shove this song down your throat, and you're gonna have to listen to it, and you're gonna hate it, and you're gonna.
Mike
hate her
Glass
for
is
it.
asking in the chat if we saw what Mole posted after Brock's match. I have not seen what Mole.
Yeah, I answered him. I did not. I've been offline, so I did not see that. But if you want to let us know, then absolutely we'll.
Let me
Yeah,
look.
really. Give us a quote there, Mike.
Oh,
Uh,
I just had a weird burp. Okay, so
I
there
like
anything
the
else-
match, by the way. Yeah. I like the match between Liv and Stephanie Backer. I thought
It was short. I wish it had more time. I think
Yeah.
it went a little short. I would have liked to see that get some of the time that the women's four-way had, the four-way tag team match had. Like, take 5 minutes off that, give it to Liv, and there were a couple things. And like tonight ended up real short, which I thought was weird. I expected them to go long tonight because last night was AAA. So they had a reason to get out early for AAA. But I thought tonight they'd go longer, but they cut it off at like 8:30. And I don't know, it's
Well,
Kill Tony.
Didn't
tonight?
they have more matches last night? Wasn't tonight just 6-match card?
They had one more match, but tonight were the matches that you'd think would go longer, like Punk and Roman and Oba. Well, I guess
They
Oba
went
and
long enough.
Yeah.
In fact, they hit the perfect timing, actually.
I actually think the
I can't
hour-
tell, but I can't tell which of these was after Brock. It was Mark Henry. It's a
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of Mark Henry in the salmon suit.
See, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
But
He also the other day posted a picture of John Cena in Danhausen makeup. So
yeah, and that happened.
by the way, you guys know that I am like notoriously anti Danhausen and
Yes.
have been, since he was in AEW. I didn't like him in AEW. It means I'm not gonna like him in WWE. He almost won me over tonight because that was fun.
It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was.
He didn't do magic on anybody. He had midgets with him, and Michael Cole calling them midgets and then immediately like trying to head off the controversy by saying that's what they've asked to be called.
Yeah.
Michael Cole was great both nights. And Wade Barrett, man, I'm so glad they went with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett instead of Corey Graves. I thought those two together were. Did you see that dude they brought in for the Rhea versus Jade match? We're like, this
Yeah,
guy
who was
paid to
that
be
guy?
here. Some dude paid to be there. Like, this guy paid us, so we're gonna let him sit here with us.
Wow.
I didn't
They
hear
were-
Michael Cole very much because I had Beardo screaming in my ear the entire
Right,
night
yeah,
over on Uncles, but like it was from what I heard, he sounded like he did a great job, and Wade Barrett too.
It was his 25th WrestleMania. Is that what they said with Michael Cole? That's crazy.
I really miss Pat McAfee on commentary though. Like, why? I don't understand why he's doing this. Like, why is he doing this heel gimmick when I'm like, just be on commentary, dude? Like,
No, I actually think I have no problem with Pat McAfee on commentary. And it's very straight. It's pure. Okay, so Marv, I know you don't have your ear to the ground on wrestling news. So, Pat McAfee he has a deal with ESPN. His agent is Ari Emanuel. So they wanted him to be a major focus of this show. He also apparently his contract's coming up and Netflix is very interested. So there's talk that
match then.
It was exactly. Yeah. Why not do Pat McAfee versus Jelly Roll? You only had 6 matches tonight.
I wouldn't put Jelly Roll in a singles match, but
he was fine. He had one against Kip Wilson. He was fine. He was we both being awful. We're like, he was all right. Right awful. I'm not.
He was just okay. I mean, it's not like we'll find a lot of these celebrities. They're going to put you through the ringer to make sure you at least look presentable out there when they get
And you
out there.
look
There's not going to be any more embarrassments in WWE as far as
Yeah.
celebrities go.
I feel like the celebrities, though, it's getting to be a little much. Like,
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
I saw a meme that was like next year's WrestleMania main event, and it was like Jelly Roll and Grogu from The Mandalorian.
Okay, so I think I'm with Awful. It seems like as long as they are like Speed, you could tell took it seriously. Speed looked really good yesterday.
Yeah,
in
he
his
did.
match. You can tell Jelly Roll takes as long as they're taking it seriously and they're training and they're doing well and they're not disrupting things.
Right.
Like Jelly Roll was actually kind of the guy who came in and like backed Pat McAfee off. He was the guy who was like trying to get Pat McAfee out of the storyline, you know. As long as they are kind of like in the background, not the main player, not the focus, then I'm okay with it. I think Speed's probably going to end up being an actual wrestler. I think Speed's going to go the Logan Paul route.
I think he had gear and everything, so
yeah, I think we're getting a lot of that too, because how long do YouTube sensations last? You know what I mean? Like they get about 3 or 4 good years and then they kind of start falling off. Wrestling is a great fallback for a lot of these guys, especially because they become famous at 18, 17 years old.
Mhm.
So by the time their first career is done, they've already got the charisma. They can already talk. They
Right.
just have to get in there and train. And if you can train them, they already got a name. Like I think it makes a lot of sense to start.
I'm
going
personally
after those
hoping
guys.
YouTube's a viable career.
I think that YouTube is a viable career. I don't think you will continue making. If you're at the level where you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars on YouTube,
Yes,
I don't think that's going to last forever.
The algorithm giveth and the algorithm taketh away. I mean, look at my buddy Real Life Fake Wizard just meteorically rose, just got 100,000 subscribers, and he's still getting subscribers now, but it has slowed because the algorithm will favor you for a little while and then it'll move on.
Right.
So
And-
yeah, it does happen like that.
And especially if you are someone who appeals to kids like Logan or I Show Speed, because those kids are eventually going to grow up and then no one cares about you anymore, you know? So then you can either take, Logan Paul tried to take the route for a while, was like, okay, well, I'll just scam all those kids now and get money that way. And that didn't work.
Right.
So then he had to go to WWE. Speed luckily skipped over the part where he tried to scam the kids. And I think he's going to end up in WWE at some point. But yeah, I don't know. I think overall, I'd say this WrestleMania was very safe. I think that's the word to use for this WrestleMania. Like,
Yeah, I would say
you know-
so. Yeah. Yeah, safe is a good word. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think TKO is probably interfering quite a bit. I mean, you just see it for everything from the ticket prices to the fact that they went back to Vegas this year, which I think was a major mistake.
we broke that story open, by the way, Marv. I found out last week that someone who owns or an investor in TKO or Endeavor, owns 7.5% of Allegiant Stadium.
But I want it too, and I had to fight inch for inch to get this, and I'm not about to lay down on my back and let someone cover me.
I thank you very much.
At Mr. Jamie Jam 88 super chatted $4.99. I could be wrong, but didn't Jelly Roll help out the ring crew before or after some of the shows?
Did he really?
When he was training in NXT, at the Performance Center, he would help clean the ring and set it up and bring it down and all that kind of stuff.
What would he do again?
So, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
definitely did. At least that's what Randy Orton said. I believe it was.
What'd you
Randy Orton.
say? You conked out on us.
Oh, I said, yeah, he did. He Randy Orton said that he had helped with the ring at the Performance Center. So,
Gotcha.
all right. I'm sorry, Mark.
Accor-
You were
Oh my
saying
gosh.
TKO.
According to PW Insider, Aleister Black was supposed to be in the spot that Pat McAfee took. What?
Okay, actually, if you were watching, it makes sense. Because so Aleister Black had been like, Aleister Black was doing the gimmick where he's like, Randy, you need to listen to the voices. Randy loves Aleister Black. Loves Aleister Black. I don't know if you knew that or not. Like, he's part of the reason Aleister Black is back in the company. He loves Aleister Black. And last year, when it was going to be when he fought Joe Hendry,
Hey, does Randy Orton like Aleister Black at all?
he loves Aleister Black. Well, last week when it was going to be Joe Hendry, he pitched Aleister Black, but he wanted him to win. And they said, we're not having the guy win. And they're like, okay, well, we're not doing Aleister Black then. Like, he wanted Aleister Black to beat him at WrestleMania. So he's a big fan. So it makes sense that he would want him in that part. But that's, I don't know.
You don't always get what you want. He got Pat McAfee instead.
I don't think anybody should have been in that role. I think it was fine as Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. And I think a big part of it too was
when I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
Atona Sharp super chatted $10. I think they just rolled with that and raised the prices to the roof because it would allow apples to apples comparison on the prices. Then they could look good when they lower it, but not too far.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. They're gonna
come out with a statement in the next couple of days that they made more money this year than they made last year.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah,
because they did. And
they can't wait till next year. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah, when tickets are 30% more expensive, you can sell 10% less tickets and still make a huge profit. So, all right. What were you saying about TKO, Marv?
That I thought they were interfering.
Yeah, you weren't done. They got it up by super chat. So.
Oh no, I think I pretty much got my point out. That I do think that they're doing things that like Vince never would have done.
Yeah,
like what?
Like all of the sponsors everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The names on the ring,
just monetizing every square inch of the show. The endless ads, even on a premium platform. Last night I saw a statistic that it was a 4-hour show and about a quarter of it was commercials.
Did you have your stopwatch out? Were you timing it?
No, I don't do that. I have a life. I don't do that. But like other people do it and I read it.
And it's the worst thing because it's not like you can. No, go ahead, Marv.
I was gonna say I don't care about like how much time there is bell to bell or how much action time there is. The commercials were a little much.
Too much. I looked at my wife and was just like, there used to be a time where this event was just nothing but professional wrestling. Even the advertisements were just wrestling centric. Now we're looking at fucking Tide Pods and fucking
Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Come on now.
Yeah, like
it's just too much.
We got to a point where like the Danhausen John Cena Miz segment ended around 8:45, and I was like, wow, like that's crazy. Like they're going to the main event like now, and then I was like, oh wait, no, there's gonna be 15 straight minutes of commercials to get this to 9 o'clock, and sure enough, there was.
Yep. Couldn't believe it. I'm not a big fan of WrestleMania taking place during the day. Just me.
Well, next year it's going to take place in the morning, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Well, here, I mean, it won't be in the morning where it is, but yeah, it'll be in the morning
here in real people time.
I'm just talking about the location of a WrestleMania where the sun just doesn't go down.
You don't like the sun being up. I get it.
Yeah,
I get that.
The atmosphere needs to be nice and dark, and
for the main at least. I like because I always liked the decrescendo you got from WrestleMania, right? Where it's like it'd be light and bright and peppy in the start, and then as it went on, it would get more and more serious until the end when it's dark and it's intimate.
We're not talking about the 6-hour WrestleManias that took place 10 years ago.
Still, I'd take 2 nights of WrestleMania way more than the 7-hour WrestleManias we used to get. I'm way better with that. But yeah, TKO is really starting to. It's funny because I do think a lot like, man, Vince would have never done this, but Vince also is the one who sold he sold the company. That was his choice. So
remember, he was supposed to be here. Think about that. Like, had this whole shenanigans with Janelle Grant had gone down,
they would have gotten him out.
He'd still be here.
They would have found a way to get him out. They were trying to get him out from the beginning. They bought the company just like with their timer, like, okay, how old is he? 76? Not much longer, right? Okay, we can wait this out. We can do they were not. They knew what they were going to do with WWE the second they got it. They were like, this is a gold mine waiting to be monetized. And they have now figured it out. And I don't know. It's not, I don't love it, but it is literally every form of entertainment now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get away from it no matter every sport, every streaming, so everything. It's just, you're inundated with ads and you're being sold to all the time. If I sat here and complained about it all, about everything that did that to me, I would not be able to watch. It'd be like if I said, I'm not going to watch any entertainment that has liberals in it. It's like, well, okay, then you're not going to watch anything. Have fun. It's just one of those things where at some point you got to just say, okay, well, I guess this is the world now. I guess I'll deal with it. Unless
remember how when there were commercials on TV, like you could change the channel, go to another show, and until the commercials ran on that, you'd watch it, and then if the commercials started running on it, you'd go back to another show. Like you can't even do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. Yeah, they got you, man.
They got you.
Roman cut a promo on Obafemi in the post show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gearing up for it.
Nice.
Good.
Sounds like SummerSlam to me.
Yeah, because Punk did a whole thing where after the match, if you looked off to the side, you could see Punk stood up and then he fell over. So Punk's going to be gone for a while. So.
All right.
Well, I think that wraps up what we want to talk about with WrestleMania. We've been doing it for an hour here, and we still have a couple things to get to. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Marv. Oh, Awful, this is your show. I forgot. You should do this. You should. Sorry. I randomly host sometimes. I apologize. Oh, Awful's gone. Awful's
no,
gone.
I'm here. No,
okay, go ahead.
I
play him off, Awful.
I'm not gonna play you. I'm gonna gracefully allow Marv the floor and plug your shit, my man.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You can check out my channel, the M4 Empire. We do live streams almost every day at this point. Tomorrow night we're going to be live with our Monday Night Block, where we do our members chat at 7:30, and then we do an hour-long live stream at 8, and then we go live on M4 Empire Gaming, which is our gaming channel, usually around 8 or 8:30. Or I'm sorry, 9 or 9:30. So I think we might try playing Pragmata tomorrow, just because that's kind of breaking the internet right now. Or either that, or we're going to keep going with Hogwarts Legacy. But also the M4 Cast Thursday nights, 8 p.m., where we talk movies and comics and TV shows and all that great stuff. We just had the legendary comic book writer Chuck Dixon on the show 2 weeks ago. That was a blast. And yeah, we're going to have a more of a great time. So check it out. And geeksandgamers.com, thatparkplace.com.
See that, folks? Didn't fuck up one time. That's professionalism right there. That's a podcaster. Like me, I'm almond and on and I don't know what the fuck. But there it is right there. Mr. Marv. Yeah.
I'm not entirely too many streams that have to do that too many times during the week.
Yeah. You have to write that down, by the way. Just curious.
No.
Breaking the fourth wall here. Oh.
No, it's
right off the top.
Yeah, I can do it off the top of my head. I do it a lot. I mean, like I'm on the Pro Show. I'm on. Sometimes I'm on Midnight's Edge. Sometimes I'm on the HCast. Sometimes I'm on Geeks and Gamers Play on Wednesday nights. So there's a whole lot of times where I have to plug what I'm doing. So, but this was a blast, guys. I miss you. I'm glad to be here with you.
Yeah,
so, we'll have to do it again.
Gotta stop by more often and insult our fucking show.
You're welcome any show, anytime, Marv.
I will be there.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
How about Tootie Dog Wrestling? We're not letting you on there.
Yeah, well, you don't have a choice there. That's my stream yard. I'll burst in like a cop at a Colombian drug bust if I want to.
I can't hide the link over there. But.
Yeah.
By the way, this I didn't give you the proper credit, but Marv played the "That's Awful" intro, and he fucking loved it. And I just want you to know, Marv,
I laughed until I cried.
Yeah, this made that video.
I thought that was so funny when the white ladies come up to him at the end. I was just like, I'm done.
I can't. I wish I could take credit for the white ladies, but that was pure grok. I can't. I didn't do the white ladies. I did the ball falling early. I did everything except at the end. I just said have his family run up But I did say at one point, I said, make the video very white because I was going for like Full House.
Shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I wanted
Family
Full
Matters.
House. Right.
Family
Yeah.
Matters, right?
Yeah. And I said Full House. I said Full House, Family Matters, Saved by the Bell. I gave like all those like early 90s sitcoms. And I said, just in general, make it very white. And the way that they made it very white was they had Awful with white women at the end of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, guys. Okay.
All right,
thank you, Marv.
Talk to you later.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye. All right. That was Marv. It's going to take him a second here. That was Marv. You know Marv. You love Marv. But we got more to talk about here. So I don't have. Do you want to do you have it like where you can screen share it, Awful? The SRS thing?
You know what? I've been trying the entire time to get this thing up. I don't know what's going on, but I will try. Yes, I can.
Send me a link in the chat and then, or text it to me either way. But we do have which is what did I put it as? Media.
Where did you put it at?
This is where I put it at. Okay. So
oh yeah.
Do we want to intro this? So just send me a link and I'll get it set up, but you can intro this here. I have the whole thing, so you're gonna have to tell me when to fast forward and that kind of stuff.
Sure, no problem. Well, if I'm correct, this is our boy Nicebeard.
Yes,
Mr. Nicebeard. And in this podcast, he is now interviewing formerly known as Marco Stunt. I don't know his real name, and it's not that important. But yeah, he's interviewing with his co-host, Marco Stunt. The funny thing is that they're in their driver's seats. Marco Stunt, I'm sure, is on his lunch break at work and has taken his time out to talk to Nicebeard and this other fellow. And yeah, it's quite an interview. And if you haven't seen it, you ought to check it out with us and EFAP this nonsense.
Marco Stunt working and we were talking about before. I like the fact that Marco Stunt got a real job. He's working at a car dealership, and I like that. That's a good. Like, he realized, okay, I made my money. There's no way I can keep doing this, but now he's back. Like so I don't know. That Joey Janela. Did you see anything about the Sandman match? His retirement match, where it was.
I heard that he got attacked by the Invisible Man.
Yeah,
I'm really trying to figure out like what the big deal in the Sandman's retirement is. I really don't get it. Like, this isn't the first time I've heard people talk about the Sandman's retirement, if he's actually doing it and all this nonsense. But I don't want to take too much time on that. But yeah, fill me in. What's the big deal?
We might look into that next week. Yeah. His retirement match was against the Invisible Man, and it happened at one of the Joey Janela shows. So that might be something that is worth looking into. I also got a weird story sent to me, and I need to really kind of look into it. This might be something that we cover at some point, but about Sandman getting creepy at indie shows, which doesn't surprise me, I guess. Like, I like Sandman, but the idea that he might be kind of a weird dude is not shocking, I guess, to me.
Right.
But apparently there have been reports about that. So looking in that, maybe we'll do a little teaser. I'm looking into some Sandman allegations that we're going to get into. Maybe we'll get into at some point. And we also, what else? We got the knife, the stabbing that we might get into at some point. But for now, we got to listen to Mr. Nicebeard. Are you ready for this? Are you excited?
I am. Now, remember, this is unedited, so we will be fast forwarding or slowing down or stopping some parts to laugh and make fun of and mock. But yeah, let's
speed it up. I did
speed it up. Even better.
So
let's check this mess out.
Completely unedited. All right, let's get this going here. Oh, this is. I guess we should say it's the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. This is not Nicebeard's podcast. This is a friend of Nicebeard's podcast. But yeah, you can see the man himself. So
welcome back to the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. I'm the odd one out in this interview today because, as you know me, Adam Cousins.
So let's talk about this right off the bat. That was the intro, which, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to get on them about. At least they had an intro. It's better than the, Nicebeard's Angels or whatever they're called. Is Nicebeard in a car?
Yeah, and so is little Marco there. It's almost like they're unprofessional.
Like, Marco's fine. Marco is at his work. You can tell he is working, and he is on it. Like you said, he's on his lunch break.
So is Nicebeard there?
Yeah, but you know what? No. Okay.
Working the camera.
If you're Nicebeard and you have to work, here we like giving him tips. If you have to work, don't do an interview that day. Okay, man. Like, don't show up in your car. It's okay for the guy you interview to show up in the car, but you need to look professional and like you care. I mean, that's
not like you're running to get your mail.
How about this? Don't go on camera. How many times have we said this? You don't have to be on camera. You got this guy over here, Mr. Hitting the Turnbuckle. That guy, the bald British guy, he looks fine. Just have him be the head of the thing. You be on the horn in case he needs, you to jump in and ask questions. But is he leading this interview? Is it his interview? Like,
well, these two are co-hosts, the British guy and Mr. Nicebeard. They've had apparently a podcast going, but because life got in the way for these two, they haven't been able to do a podcast quite some time. And I believe Nicebeard explains that in the very beginning. But yeah,
okay,
check it out.
In the UK. Well, I have a US co-host first. It's welcome back to the founder of the Honor Elite Follow the Revolution AEW fan page, Mr. Gary Joe. How are you, sir? It's been a while.
They're bringing it back. They're excited.
Man, Adam, it indeed has been a while. We have not done our Sunday show in like a few months, but it's great to be here with a very great guest. I'm very happy to that.
Are they on right now? Are we going against them? Is this
I have no idea.
Because he said they do.
No, we're not gonna snipe their.
No, of course not. Of course not. Yes, no. That's not what I meant.
But it's so funny how like Neckbeard. Here we go again. Mr. Nicebeard's in here is just like using his car and rolling up all the windows. Because I used to do this. I did this on JJ's podcast. Like I'm gonna do this shit from the car, and it just sounds like you're in a can.
Yeah. No, that's why I make sure that. But it's weird, when you're recording like music or something, you want to be in a closed room and you want to do all that. But when you're doing a podcast, if you're in a closed room, there's a lot of I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Let's keep going here. Yeah, if you can't soundproof the walls in your car, obviously.
Right.
We get to interview today, but life's staying pretty sweet, man. I'm pretty excited to be on the road for the my pretty wild little skin tours we're gonna have with them for the next few days, and yeah, doing well.
Excellent.
I don't know what he said, but I think he said skin tours.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said too. Skin tours. What's a skin tour?
Who knows?
I don't know. That's weird.
Who knows what kind of Illuminati conspiratorial Moloch worship and bullshit he might be into?
I swear yesterday when I can't remember who was walking out. It was right at the beginning of the show yesterday, but I could have sworn I saw a Nicebeard at not ringside, but a ramp side seat, wearing a white shirt and a hat on backwards. I could have sworn it was him. So maybe he was on the road to WrestleMania. You think Nicebeard would go to WrestleMania?
Yeah, but this interview's a week old. Remember, we had to wait.
He had to go to Vegas. He had to travel
10 days out.
I do. When I'm going somewhere big, I take a few days, So I don't know.
A few days is not 10 days, goddammit. That's like 2 days out. Maybe a day out.
This went up on like Tuesday, right? So, 4
yeah, but
days.
it was recorded last week because if you remember, we were waiting.
That's
waiting
right.
with bated breath
Last week, yeah.
Hoping
Why would it take you a week to put this out? What happened?
Gotta do the edits, man. The hard edits.
Right. Yes. Put so much time and effort into this.
This shit takes time, man. You got to put that background on there properly. You got to make sure Marco Stunt's tie is of the right filter.
Okay.
Shit.
So how long do they BS before they
black background? What are you talking about? That shit takes minutes to do.
Stuff, and obviously fresh from your front row seat from the Kenny Omega Swerve Strickland Power Driver the other week on Dynamite, of course. Who could forget that? Now, it's speaking of AEW. That was fun, yeah. Speaking of AEW, that brings us to...
Did they really? Is that really hey, Gary J here, famous because he sat in the front row where Kenny Omega power drives Swerve Strickland. That's his claim to fame.
Yeah. He writes think pieces on Facebook.
He didn't even say that though. His big plug was that you could have caught him on Dynamite. That'd be like me saying if you want to check out Neckbeard and Chad, our mod, you want to check him out, you can support him by watching the Dynamite that he went to 3 years ago. You can support me by renting a copy of WrestleMania 22. I'm actually on the left-hand side of the ramp, so
you can find them under the bridge in Ottawa.
Yeah, get better plugs, Gary.
To our guest, and it's actually really great to be speaking to a former AEW wrestler, but he's making his return. He made his return to GCW, shall we say, a week or so ago. Got attacked by a good friend of mine, though. I have to excuse when I say the word Sam Stackhouse. I know he's not a good friend.
Hey, Sam Stackhouse. Go ahead,
Marco Stunt has got his lunch right in the passenger seat. Yeah. He can't wait to fucking tear into it. But he had no idea that he was going to be doing this fucking maudlin interview. Like, dude,
Guys,
my Taco Bell is right in the passenger seat.
I thought this was only going to go 10 minutes. My goober game's going to get bad if I don't get to it.
My goodness. They only give me an hour.
Sam Stackhouse. So here, have you ever seen Sam Stackhouse? Dude's like 600 pounds. He looks like Big Daddy.
I have no clue.
You remember Big Daddy, the big giant guy?
Sure.
Calhoun,
the British wrestler. Still can't get in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that's Sam Stackhouse looks like that. So get into big guys. So you bring in Marco Stunt. That Joey Janela, he's clever. He knows what he's doing when he books. But let's hear about Marco Stunt's big return.
No, this time, but he brought back a Jurassic Express breadwinner to help him, and he's competing in the tag match this coming weekend at GCW. He's the one, the only Mr. Marco Stunt. Marco.
Why did this guy bring in Nice Beard? This guy's great. Baldy here, he's fine. He doesn't need help. What does he have? What is Nice Beard there for?
He's there for moral support.
Why? This guy's fine.
Maybe he funds the show.
Oh, maybe. I'm telling you, British bald guy. I don't know your name. You could do this. You don't need that help, man. I think you got this. I think you're fine.
How are you?
What's going on? I'm doing fantastic.
Holy shit!
What?
What in the helium is going on here?
I didn't change the pitch, by the way. I made sure that the pitch didn't change. That's Marco Stunt's voice. Man. That's what the man sounds like. Sorry, we're going to talk about WrestleMania. But guys, if you want to hear more about WrestleMania.
Last time I was in San Francisco, I went downtown looking for a woman. I couldn't find no woman. I found a lot of men that looked like women.
At Mr. Jamie Jam 88 super chatted $4.99. So Marco Stunt's a car salesman. What happened to all the money he made in AEW? And I still laugh my asterisk off when Jericho compared him to Rey Mysterio.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jammy Jam. Yeah, I noticed. If anybody is like tuning in, they want to hear WrestleMania stuff. We already covered it, so rewind. But we will be doing a full WrestleMania coverage over on Toonie Talk Wrestling on Tuesday. So make sure you tune into that. But back to Marco Stunt here. Let's hear what this man on helium has to say.
Buzzing after LA.
Yes, it's really good to see you, my friend, as well. It was great to see you pop up on my screen again. It was so great to see you in the early stages of AEW, of course, and we'll get to that. But how excited are you for this weekend, teaming up with Jack one more time, but against a formidable opposition there in KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse?
Look, yeah, right here. This is the part where I had to laugh because this is where Marco Stunt has got to like turn it on.
Right. Yeah. He's like, oh,
he's got to turn off his car salesman. He's got to stop thinking about used Acuras to think about a promo against this guy this weekend.
The way he did his face too, like I'm doing it right now. Where like if you wear glasses, you like put your glasses up and then you rub your eyes. You're like, oh gosh, I gotta do this. Okay. What Sam Stackhouse? Yeah, so let's hear the promo. Let's hear him sell some tickets.
Golly, dude, I have a ton of emotions.
Did he say golly?
He said golly. He said it was all swell just a week ago.
I mean, that's his gimmick, right? He's a kid. That's his whole gimmick is that he's like, oh golly, gee golly, So I don't know.
He's a salesman. That's how he's been able to be salesman of the month.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. I don't have a problem with Marco Stunt being an indie wrestler. That's what Marco Stunt should have always been, is an indie wrestler. I had a problem with Marco Stunt in AEW fighting actual matches. That was when I had a problem with Marco Stunt. Right. Wrestling, in a VFW for I don't care. Fine, yeah, have fun. That's that's what that's made for. So go ahead and cosplay. But yeah, let's keep
like for real, like legitimate emotions. I am very excited. Jack is one of my best friends in this business. We talk pretty often.
Is it Jack Perry?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know who Jack is. If it's Jack Perry, let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it is.
Continuously.
You need to tell me in front of the WWE universe that you respect me.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Sorry, just trying something, and live is the only way to do it. Tony Khan couldn't find his asterisk with both hands.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
I have to know what she was trying to. Is that, you think she just put the asterisk as like?
She just told you. Yeah, she said, sorry, just trying to do something live, and this is the only way to do it. Tony Khan couldn't find his, and she put an asterisk there.
Okay, instead of writing, I get you. Okay,
right, there you go.
Right, dick, guys. By the way.
Oh God,
I can say it.
This
is
the
robot can't say it.
Honor Sharp's joke tonight. Thank you, Honor. And before we go any further, I do want to address Jammy Jam's super chat, by the way. Yeah, he is a car salesman. And what happened to all the money he made in AEW? Great fucking question. What do you think happened to any of his money? Do you think he's got it saved?
I can tell you one thing. There is the story of people making tons of money in AEW. Like, the idea that everyone makes a lot of money in AEW isn't completely true. So, Mole has actually said it on his, it's not even something he like told me privately. It's been on his public feed. The big guys make a lot of money in AEW, and then everyone else makes very, very little money in AEW. They're getting paid like, it tends to be like a really low guarantee, and then you get paid per appearance. But if you're not used, then you're not getting paid. So,
but it's better than the indies. As long as it's better. See, that's going to be Tony's hook and AEW's hook. As long as it's just maybe a little better, maybe 25% better than the indies.
Well, the only reason it's better than the indies is because there is a guaranteed minimum. You don't get a guaranteed minimum on the indies, right?
Right.
So that's
nothing's
why,
guaranteed. Not even the hot dog.
Right. So that's why it's better to. I mean, look what we the stuff we were talking about before about indie contracts and everything. You know, things get crazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And what was it we were talking about last week? Where we were talking about contracts and AEW and indie guys. Oh, TNA not letting their guys wrestle in AEW guys. That's it. A lot of times in indies, you aren't working under a contract. Like Dolph Ziggler did not sign a contract that he was going to fight MJF. They called him and said, "Do you think MJF will be cool?" And he goes, "Yeah, I think so. I think that'll be fine." And that's how it got booked. So when you do that, you can get pulled at any time, and that's just kind of the way the indies are. So nothing is guaranteed there. Anyway, let's get back to this.
We have always kept up with each other and stayed close, and we let.
Oh, and Beard, Neckbeard, the real Beard, in the chat clarified it is Jack Perry. So Jungle Boy is his tag team partner. Do we want to skip to the next question? Is this interesting, or should we skip forward?
Well, let's just we can rock out with this.
Each other know what's going on, and honestly, the same has been with Fuego or KJ, whatever you want to call him, up until the last few months, I guess.
Dude, it's like a he's got to go up in front of class and present some sort of fucking thesis on something. He's completely unprepared for this promo.
I feel KJ Orso's the guy I feel bad for. He was Fuego del Sol in AEW, and when I feel bad for the guy. Like he was. Who
the fuck is that?
He was exactly. Well, that's the point. Yeah, I feel bad for him because of what happened to him. Because he was brought into AEW when Cody was there. Cody was training him in Nightmare Factory, and Tony brought him in and was like, "You know what? If you're with Cody, you're like family. Come on, we'll always make sure you're taken care of." And then Cody left. They stopped using him. His contract was up, and they said, "Nah, get out of here." But he had like quit his job and he moved to Jacksonville and he did all that crap because Tony said you're part of the family now. And
so he got worked.
He got worked. Yeah, I mean, he was like 21 years old. Some kid got worked by Tony Khan.
Oh, he's got his whole life ahead of him then.
He does. He's doing fine now. He's doing fine. He got the KJ Orso stuff. He's in TNA sometimes. He's doing good. So there was a while though that it was hard. He actually, I'll say it. He actually, there was a point where
I hope you do.
There was a possibility that he was going to come on Toonie Talk Wrestling. And there was an intermediary trying to set that up with me. So, but then he got a job and that fell through. So, but yeah, I don't know. I felt bad for the guy. Anyway, let's keep listening.
I don't know. It's been weird the last 6 or so months, I guess. I don't know. You can tell that once that mask came off, something changed in him. And I'm not mad at him.
He was not ready for this. He's like, why am I cutting a promo? He's like,
yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me about like, what's my favorite hot dog or, something like that. Like, why are you asking me to set up this match?
How high is my APR going to be?
Yeah. Like what? He's not going to sell one ticket from this podcast. So the only reason to do it is to help yourself, right? To get you kind of out in the community and get your name out there. And maybe he knows that, some AEW guys like the Gary J guys. So, let's see if we can get, he didn't come here expecting to have to talk about this match, clearly.
Really? Does this thing come with bucket seats?
Apparently, KJ Orso eliminated Brian Alvarez at the GCW show. So I like him. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, okay.
For how he's been. I think he realized who he is. I just think he's let who he is go to his head way too much. And he's taking it out on the wrong people. But let me put it to you this way. I think KJ is
he's getting ready. He's like
pretty insecure right now.
Getting prepared.
I think he knows he's lost some friends and he's lost some true backing recently. So he's trying to find it where he can.
Like,
and Sam's just a leech. Sam's leeching on to any success he can get because he wants to put himself in the spotlight. So if he wants to put himself in that match, I'm going to put him in that match. And guess what? I know what I'm putting myself up against. I've been doing this a while, okay?
Erica in the chat, he is realizing that these mother effers aren't going to buy a car off him like they promised.
They said they had down payment money today. Okay.
That's the only reason he's doing the interview.
Yeah. Because Nice Spear's in the car, right in the same parking lot.
It's a test drive. He just has his camera mirrored. It's actually the other side. Good one, Erica. See, if you don't have to super chat. If you come up with that kind of gold, we will.
Now hold it right there, pal.
I'm just saying.
Hold it right there. See now,
if you're that funny and that committed. Erica's here every week, so I gotta give her.
Sometimes you gotta rein this in. You gotta bring it on back. Bring it on back.
Hey Lisa, you know what? I'll do another one here because Lisa gave us $200 last week, and her super chat was not anything about the show. So, she goes, he sells cars. He can't even drive. He can't reach the pedals, and he can't only get a learner's permit. It's hard for me to like. We're sitting here laughing at Marco's stunt, but we also do a podcast on a channel where there's like an hour and a half long interview with Hornswoggle. So it's.
You brought that up, not me.
I like Hornswoggle. I would do a interview with Marco Stunt too if he wanted to.
Yeah, you do that on your channel, my man.
I would ask better questions than what do you think about your big match coming up, buddy? But let's see.
That's why I've got friends.
Vinyl or leather seating, Marco.
I interviewed Jeff Jarrett once. I think he got mad at me because I asked him too hard questions.
This thing come with a sunroof, motherfucker.
I asked Jeff Jarrett. I was like, why didn't you push? I said, what was it? It was like. Were you as frustrated with the development of James Storm as the fans were? Like, that was my way of saying, like, why did you mess up James Storm so badly? And he was just like, baseball. I don't know, dude. What do you like? He clearly didn't want to answer the question.
You had a soiree in the IWCNN. At some point there,
Well, when I ran the podcast network that I ran a few years ago, I did interviews with Mike Mondo. I did interviews with Jeff Jarrett. We interviewed Diamond Dallas Page. A few other guys. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't. It was.
When are you
just
gonna
like,
pull these gems up so we can EFAP them on awful? Or
I
excuse
think
me, this is awful.
I don't. They're not mine. I don't own them. I can't. I don't know where they
Great,
are.
even better.
Yeah,
you gotta find them. I know you have them on.
I do not have. They've been lost to time. If somebody can find them and send them to me, we can look.
We'd
at
love
them.
to hear from you.
Also, I'll say this here too. If anyone knows anything about like 3D rigging or anything like that for 3D models, message me. AEW Disciplinary Committee at gmail.com or Akadis on Gmail on Twitter. Hit me up. I need help with that. Anyway, keep going.
You know, from the jungle, that got my back whenever I need him. So Jack came in for the save, and I'm still on cloud 9 from it. It's going to be a wild match. I know it's not going to be easy at all.
It's not going to be
Sam
good.
and KJ have teamed before. I mean, it was a different time.
It's going to be very hard on the fans.
They've teamed before.
Watching.
They're a different force now.
When I took Max to go see
I would be lying
for like last year, Sam Stackhouse was the champion of the company that we saw. And he's a big guy. That's about all I can say about him. He's very big.
I said I went a little nervous. I haven't wrestled in 2 years. So yeah, I'm a little nervous.
This is on.
I'm ready.
What,
I got the best teammate on my side.
Yep.
And,
no, 1.3. 1.3.
1.3. Okay.
When I did it to 1.5, Mark, you could barely understand what Marco Stunt was saying.
Like this, HTTB needs background music.
Yeah,
the way,
something.
Something's gotta. Because Nice Beard is just looking right through my soul right now, smiling, agreeing with everything that Marco's son is saying. Then you've got the foreman of the construction
Lisa
company
beat
over
at
here.
$5. I got you, Erica. Don't want AEWFUL to get all butthurt because he isn't getting his crack money this week.
Thank you. So she did a tip. Thank you, guys. We didn't mention that either. If you guys don't want to give money to YouTube, you can give a tip using
Oh
the
yeah,
link in the description. So you can go down there and check that out. But
was that Lisa?
That was Lisa again. Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Lisa. You see, I always get confused because we don't see anything on the screen as far as the tipping goes, but we hear it, of course. And just like last week, when like this damn near almost made me deaf when he screamed into the microphone. Yeah, I was slightly confused, and this week I will not be confused. So thank you very much, Lisa.
She did bring up. Do you want to address the crack allegations?
Oh yeah, we kind of joked about that off the air. I was just like, I hope people don't really think I'm doing crack with the super chat money. That would, while it is a hilarious like on-air joke, like
it is weird.
I really don't do crack.
It is weird things. It's weird the things that you have to like.
And I'm only laughing because I have to qualify by saying that, and the fact that I have to even
security,
qualify.
my safety, my life was in danger.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. Oh lord, the tip lady sounds like the computer from Subnautica. Hit me right in my PTSD.
Max, that is Max's favorite game, by the way. Honor Regina Sharp. So, thank you very much for that.
Thank you,
chat.
Honor.
But yeah, it is funny the things that we actually have to like verify or deny. Like we have to be very specific, because if we're not, then YouTube can get weird. You know what I mean? Like, so we have to be like, yeah, we aren't spending the money on crack, guys.
Yeah, no.
I hate the internet. Anyway, let's keep.
Where would you find it?
We have we still have 20 minutes left in this interview. So.
Oh well, then fast forward like a motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, it was 35 minutes. Let's see if we let's just pop in here.
Does Nicebeard ask a question? I believe. I think he has some questions.
So I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it again.
Let's see if we can find him.
Got cleared, taking me in.
Marco Stunt won't shut up.
You got back.
Yeah, really.
Marco.
Here we go.
Here's
But
our boy.
I'm
He's
ready.
gone for a while.
I got the best teammate on my side, and I think, regardless of what KJ and Sam think they've got, me and Jack have whatever they've got.
That motherfucker's driving the car.
Yeah, definitely. So, Gary, I want to bring you in because obviously, look, man,
He's
you're a
committing crime.
Did Marco Stunt just say, I don't care what KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse think they got? It's about
you are really onto these wrestlers, dude. While this guy's driving down the freeway.
It's bad, man. Like,
yeah, it's real bad. To the like, all right, listen. If I have to do this in post, I will fucking do it. You have to give me the names of these wrestlers again, so we at least know who the hell you're talking about as you keep bringing them up.
Oh, no, it's the other guys in the match. He's bringing it up. I'm just repeating him, Awful. You're not listening to him.
Hell no, I'm not listening. I'm watching him drive down the lane here. I know he's driving because he can't stop looking at the road, and I see the background movement.
He's getting out of the drive-in. That's what happened. He started calling him while he was in the drive-in, and now he's stuck. He thought it was going to be quick.
Advocate of AEW over in the States, and you do an amazing job on the Facebook page you guys got. But you must have some questions.
He most certainly is. Look at that.
That
he
was
just
a
got his order.
It looked like a drive. Look at this. Let's see. I want to go back. Let's go back right here. If you look at when he leans forward,
you're an advocate of AEW over in the States, and you do an amazing job on the Facebook.
That's the drive-in.
Yeah,
that's
drive-through.
Yeah, drive-through. Sorry, drive-through. I'm in the country. With like Sonic and stuff like that. So, no, that is definitely a drive-through.
Facebook page you guys got, but you must have some questions for Marco from this and as well from the times in AEW.
Yep, it was Wendy's.
Oh, for sure, man. So I'm gonna ask you, Marco. So one thing that I really love about you, man, is you're passionate about something. And that's always been in the ring.
It's always about passion with this guy. This guy's always about passion. Everything's about passion. Oh, you can't make fun of somebody if they're passionate about it. Yes,
that's
you can.
With the ladies.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. That's his hook with the ladies. Like, listen, I'm passionate.
I'm passionate.
I'm very
about
passionate.
AEW.
About passionate about Dynamite. You know what Dynamite is?
He just thinks if he says passion long enough over and over again, then he's gonna get some vagina. But I don't know.
It's funny because when my mother got into AEW back in 2020, she was watching a match with you and Luchasaurus.
You're capping.
And she was like,
say,
who is the sidekick that I don't know who is?
As my mom started, when my mom watched AEW, she I like the little guy. He's cute.
Yeah.
That's all.
Whatever. Yep.
No, I mean every time, whenever you show, when I showed my mom wrestling, she was like, "Oh, I like the Paul Rome." It was always the little guys who jumped around a lot. Those are the guys the moms like. So of course she's gonna like Marco Stunt. He looks like it could be a baby, and they think that's all they think about is babies. So, my mom loved you, Marco Stunt.
It's funny because when my mother got into AEW back in 2020,
it's not funny.
She was watching a match with you and Luchasaurus, and she was like, "Who is the sidekick that I don't know who is besides with Jack Perry?" Well, at the time, Jungle Boy. I was like, "That's Marco Stunt," and she's like, "Man, this kid is fun." So.
He withheld biting his junior whopper to hear that anecdote, and that's all he could do.
How far? Okay, at this point, I'm gonna have a little sympathy for Nicebeard here, okay? Because I interviewed Mike Mondo, and I was presented with because what we did was we just emailed Ring of Honor, and we're like, hey, we want to interview somebody. Who can we interview? And they gave us Mike Mondo, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna ask Mike Mondo? It's like, well, he was in the Spirit Squad, right? And now he's like a crazy. Okay, and so it was just like, yeah, I remember when I watched you in the Spirit Squad, and I thought you were great. I mean, it's like you do have to So if he was like, if maybe this hitting the turnbuckle guy was like,
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Atona Sharp super chatted $5. If you can dream it, you can do it. Not so fast, Marco.
Thank you.
You're not kidding.
But yeah, it was a situation where it's like, okay, I have to figure out somehow to connect. So if the British guy called him up and was like, dude, I got an interview with Marco Stunt. What am I supposed to ask him? And he's like, I mean, I could come on and help you, I guess. And he's, like if that was the situation.
Yeah, probably like we'll tag team.
Yeah, like I do. Because what would you like? It's one of those things where it's like he probably reached out to GCW. He's like, look, you have a big show coming up. He was thinking maybe I can get Sandman, maybe I can get somebody. And then they're like, well, you can have Marco Stunt. And you're like, oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I'd be more interested in finding out more about Marco Stunt's day-to-day routine at his current job.
That's what I would do.
Seriously.
Yes, that's
like,
the
I'd be so interested. Like, dude, like, how do they treat you? Like, do you like show them tapes of your shit or like,
what happens when you get recognized or that's
are you able to upsell?
That is the route.
Get the stereo system if they know you.
And then also, like, why did you decide to come back? Like, what on earth, like, why would you come? You seem so happy.
Yeah, what compelled you?
But that's not what we get. Instead, we get.
Oh, I could ask you, man, when you got back into that sports circle with GCW here recently, how did it feel? I gotta say, man, I'm very proud of you too.
Thank you, man.
Oh, what a ringing fucking endorsement. When Nicebeards tells you he's proud of you, you really ought to shed a tear.
I'm sorry if you're getting interviewed by somebody and they're like, "I'm really proud of you, son." Like that's the time that you go, "Okay, bye. The interview's over."
Just put your palm over the camera and just click it off.
Are you kidding me? Did he really just be like, "I'm really proud of you, man"?
Yeah.
How did no, you don't. You're now. I'm just getting into this like weird other level where I'm criticizing the guy based on his interviewing skills, but you don't do that. Like you're what's the word I'm looking for? Pandering? Not even pandering. It's like you're talking down to him. You know what I mean? It's like what did it feel like to get that call and realize that people actually wanted you to wrestle again? That people hadn't forgotten about you. I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you that GCW. It's like, dude, lay off the guy. Like that. I would if I was Marco Stunt right now, I would have ended this interview. That is a terrible way to ask that question.
Thank you.
You can tell. Look at him. He's not happy about that question either. Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
No, he just said he thanked them. Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, fine. Thanks, man. Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, no, he is not. How would you feel? You're a wrestler. You were on TV. You were like told that you were going to be a millionaire. You're going to be a star. You worked for Tony Khan, the second biggest wrestling company in the world. You're taking it to WWE, and now you're selling cars and working for Joey Janela. And you have Gary J telling you, "I'm really proud of you, man." How do you feel? How do you feel, Awful, if that happens to you?
I can't speak. I can't speak. Listen, Nicebeards is trying his best out there. Okay, he's doing okay. And the British guy, who's also staring a hole through us. I mean, what's his name again? John.
Dean Norris.
Dean. Okay, well, yeah, Mr. Dean. I mean, I think they should just have a podcast every week where they just interview people who used to be in the wrestling business.
Just insult them.
Very proud of you, Haku, for what you've done in the tire changing business.
What are you up to lately, Ted DiBiase Jr.? You got out of it? I'm very proud of you for getting out of that that little problem you had.
That kerfuffle.
Yeah.
I genuinely was very emotional in Atlantic City when I did the whole retirement speech and I got attacked by KJ. I was genuinely very emotional.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're not going to listen to Marco Stunt talk about how emotional it was. I'm just going to keep doing here until I see Gary J talking, and then we're going to stop. How's that sound?
It's Mr. Nicebeard to you.
Okay. He's using the name Gary. It's hard for me. Okay, here we go. He's talking here.
Oh gosh, I love that story with Chris.
I need to hear the story.
I did that twice. He gave me my own set on the next year's cruise. Man, Jericho has been great to me.
I like
And
the
I still
guy.
text him every
I
now
like
and then.
the British guy's.
I actually texted him
15 frames a second camera.
right after the Rumble, and I was like, "Hey."
I guess I should clarify. I think
where
I've confused the chat. I call him Dean Norris because he looks like the brother-in-law from Breaking Bad. That's what he looks like. The cop in Breaking. You know, what was his name? His real name is Dean Norris, but I can't remember his name in the show. You ever watch Breaking Bad, Awful?
Not too many episodes.
Okay, never mind. They'll get it in the chat.
I was like, "Are you telling me the internet lied to me again?" I mean, obviously, I knew you wouldn't.
You're so
but
funny, Marcos.
It was funny. He was like, "Hey, don't believe everything the internet tells you." I'm like,
Exactly.
"Yeah,
that is true."
But,
Exactly that. Gary, go on, man. Because you must have some AEW questions.
Okay, Gary, come on, let's hear it.
Oh gosh, I love that story with Chris. Chris is been very helpful for a lot of talent, and I can tell. And
he probably left.
And I see the online hate too. And,
He said, "I'm fucking out of here." Actually, you know what I think he's doing?
They doxed him.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think that was a vape break. For
You think so?
Oh yeah.
You think he's vape? But yeah, you're on your lunch. This is when you get to smoke. You get to smoke a butt.
Right after that, right after the burger and fries and the shake, gotta get that out. Gotta get that Nick fit.
And yeah, now he's you know what? You're probably right. You're probably either that or he's his
Watch
boss
the camera.
His boss hit the window on the car, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
10 minutes, bro. We said be at the desk at 1:30.
All right. Let's.
You smoking, bro? Hold on.
Me? Oh, okay. And I was like,
it's
no.
very weird, but
he's back.
One other thing that I want to touch upon. Okay, how did it feel?
Looks a little hazy in that car there, don't you think?
Against Lance Archer.
Yeah.
Like, how did that feel? That's crazy.
How did what feel? Hang on. What?
One other thing that I want to touch upon. Okay, how did it feel getting thrown?
Why was he choking himself? Did you see that?
Who?
Is he look at Marco's stunt. Watch, ready?
Okay.
Oh gosh, I love that story with Chris. Chris is
go blank here.
Been very helpful for a lot of talent. I can tell. Glad that he's really done that for you, Marco.
Try to do it quick and inconspicuously.
I see the online hate too, and
Okay, now watch when he comes.
It's weird. It's very weird, but
like,
one other thing that I want to touch upon. Okay, how did it feel getting thrown into the crowd during the pandemic against Lance Archer?
I'm doing that right now.
Like, how did that feel? That's crazy.
Thank God for Billy Gunn. That's how I feel. Because that sucked, dude.
You're so funny, Marco Stunt. Okay, let's find more Gary J crap. This is
poor guy.
I feel bad for Marco Stunt.
I really do. I feel bad for Marco Stunt too. Like, they're not going to ask me about the newest line of cars that we got on my lot.
What, Marco, we will have you on our show.
Hold it right there, Dis.
We're not
I guess Dis's headphones must have went out when I said clearly and concisely that no.
No, I'll have him on Tootie Talk. But here's the thing. We're not going to advertise you. We're not going to be like, Marco Stunt is on the show. But as he seems like an affable guy, and I think it's very interesting to talk to wrestlers about what they do after they are out of wrestling. So I think a nice conversation with him about leaving the business behind and going into car sales, I would absolutely have that conversation with Marco Stunt.
Sometimes I call him Jack Perry. Sometimes I call him.
Oh, sometimes I mess up.
Rings and stuff. So he's always loved it himself. And so he and my mom have been my biggest supporters throughout my whole career. And they really, I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. So
he's so high.
So they are definitely who to blame for me being in this sport.
The hazy car now.
By the way, TK needs to get you signed. Okay, again, because we need to see you back with Luchasaurus. And it's so weird calling him Jack Perry because it's like sometimes I call him Jack.
Okay, this is
Perry,
good.
Sometimes I call him Jungle Boy. I went
good.
to Dynamite a couple weeks.
He's gonna ask him like, when are you coming back to AEW?
Yeah.
Weeks ago, and I met Jack for the first time, and I said a compliment about his dad, and
Oh my gosh, he's just talking about himself now.
Oh, he's name dropping, of course. Yeah.
What What a jerk! Like, dude, hold on. Did he really do that? Like, hold on.
Rewind 20 minutes
Sometimes I
in
call
the
him
show
Jack
and you'll
Barry. Sometimes
see.
I call him Jungle Boy. I met a couple of weeks ago, and I met Jack for the first time, and I said a compliment about his dad, and like the guy is just such down to earth, man, and I can see why that is.
Man, that guy he used to team with, who's still doing really well, but you're out of a job. Remember that other guy? He's awesome, man. Like,
He's
you know
doing
who
his
he
best
is?
stuff.
He's Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live. Remember when they'd have Chris Farley interview like Paul McCartney, and he'd be like, "Remember that time? Remember that time that you were in the Beatles and you recorded that Yellow Submarine song with John Lennon? You remember that?" And Paul McCartney would be like, "Yeah," and he goes, "That was awesome." Like that's Nicebeard here. He's like, he's just asking about the other guys that he worked with.
The dude is so wholesome and full of love.
Yeah, he's the best.
Wait, that wasn't even a question.
No, it wasn't. It was affirmations.
Yeah, it was just like, let's talk about how great Jungle Boy is.
Sometimes I call him Jack Barry. Sometimes I call him Jungle.
Sometimes I call him Jack Barry. Sometimes I call him Jungle Boy. I'm really.
Sometimes I call her Lover Boy.
Sometimes I call him Space Cowboy.
Sometimes I
call him
Maurice
Lover.
Whoop woo.
Boy, I met a couple of weeks ago, and I met Jack for the first time, and
I met Jack Barry. We hit it off. We're great buds.
We had
I
drinks.
said a compliment about
We
his
shared
dad,
grapes.
and like the guy is just such down to earth, man, and I can see why that is your best friend. The dude is so wholesome and full of love.
Ugh, wholesome and full of love.
That is the end of what Nicebeard said. He was not asking a question. He was just being like, that guy, he's so great. I wish I was interviewing him right now. Like that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, he's the best. He's
great. Yeah, I guess
he's one that like genuinely is stuck out his neck for me, and like insisted on me being in certain moments, and I don't know why,
but not in future moments. Apparently,
to
do all that for me. Like he didn't have to come back and like tag with me this week, but he's doing it.
Ask those questions. Okay, I'm done. There's only a minute left in this. There's not anything. So, for real though, ask those questions. If I was doing that interview, that's what I would do. I would be like, "Hey, man, what happened? Like you were Jurassic Express kept going. Luchasaurus got a gimmick change. Jungle Boy got a gimmick change, and they ended up back together." You can't be happy about that.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
At Mikagal ** super chatted $5. Why does Nicebeard sound and look like Kevin Owens? Is he Kevin Owens' brother?
I don't think so.
He might be, but great observation right there. He does look like our boy Kevin Owens.
I think they're both Canadian. I do think that they have
Thank
that
you, Mike.
connection. Thank you
is
very
that
much,
what's
Mike.
going on?
Yeah. But yeah, like seriously, there is a good interview to be had with Marco Stunt. There really is, because you can easily say, like, man, what was it like coming into the company thinking you had everything and then finding out that they were just like bullshit? You know what I mean? Like there's things to be pulled there that you could really get into. And I don't know.
Did you sign an NDA?
Yeah. Ask that question. Don't just
like, what's the atmosphere like in catering?
I hate to sit here and just sound. I know that now, even though we've been talking about this for 2 years now, every time we say it now, people are going to be like, "Oh, you're just saying what Vince Russo said." But seriously, why can't you ask these guys actual questions? Why can't you sit there and be like,
Vince Russo has no more room to talk. He had the opportunity to really hammer down with Tony Khan any sort of questions that he wanted to,
and said
but he didn't.
For a job,
yeah, he's angling for a job. It's disgusting. It's sick. So I don't really want to hear too much about what Vince Russo's got to say about anything. And no offense to Vince Russo's co-host.
Coach is worse. Coach is worse.
No. I'm not talking about that particular show. Coach and Russo was a terrible show to begin with. But Russo hosts a show with a following friend of ours, mine at least, Hameen.
Hameen, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I enjoy their content. But every time that motherfucker shows me a Vince Russo clip, he's just like, do you mind sharing it? Fuck no. Vince Russo really doesn't have anything interesting to say. And you can see you can see his agenda coming a mile away. And the fact that he was able to get away with like climbing over podcasts and taking over certain promotions to do what they got to do, and now apparently they're in the gutter just so this guy can angle for a job. And it's obvious now to me, and it should be obvious to you, that this man is angling for a job with AEW and trying to get the biggest buck that he can. But it wasn't a few years ago where that motherfucker was just like, I really not trying to be involved in the wrestling business anymore.
Yep.
Or am I just fucking dreaming?
No, you're 1,000% right. And by the way, Mr. Hameen, we will gladly share your stuff.
Yeah, I got no problem with Hameen.
Maybe share one thing of ours. That would be really cool too, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
One thing.
If you're listening.
Yeah. No, yeah, Russo's absolutely angling for a job. And I don't know, it doesn't seem like who was it? Ariel Helwani. I had a lot of respect for Ariel Helwani until he did that Tony Khan interview and didn't ask him
the second one?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
And just let him go on everything. Are there any good interviewers that have to do with wrestling anymore? You know what's crazy is like the best might be like what's his name? Ice Cube's son.
O'Shea?
Yeah, like at least O'Shea isn't BSing all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
When he has them on, he just talks to them like they're people. And I'd rather that than this just like ball licking over and over again. That's all you get in wrestling media these days. It sucks. Like
I remember Logan Paul asking Nick Khan, like, if he thought anything that he saw in wrestling kind of stunk. Now, Nick Khan cleaned up his answer and was just like, well, there are some things that are just like, I wish I could have did that a little bit. You know how the fucking corporates answer. But at least you get a question like that where it forces an answer out of them that you can't really bullshit your way out of. And for me, I've not really heard anybody really attack Tony Khan. And I say attack with fondness. But like really go after Tony Khan and be like, listen, we hear you say everything's great all the time. Has there ever been anything? Because I can think that, what, kind of make it personal. I can think of a few things that sucked with what I saw on television. Kind of force him to ask you questions like, oh, really? What do you think sucked? And then you kind of get into it. That's how a conversation goes on. But yeah, I mean, not many people are really going for Tony Khan's chest with a lot of these questions.
Yeah, no, it really is kind of like all of wrestling media, though. Ugh. No one is asking real questions to these people. Like, okay, it is. Oh, I'll rephrase that. Ariel Helwani, when he interviews WWE guys, asks very tough questions. Yeah. But he didn't ask them when he had the guy that everyone thought he didn't like with him. You know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Why is it that Ariel Helwani always asks tough questions to the WWE guys. And then he interviews Tony Khan the first time. And he asked him the same level of questions. And suddenly he's a bad guy. He hates Tony Khan. He's a villain or whatever. And nobody from AEW will talk to him anymore. So it's like, is that really it? Is it just like you have to toe the line? And if you want any access to AEW, you have to ask the real easy questions. So when WWE starts taking access away, right? Because they have their own in-house podcast now.
Yeah.
So, Ariel's not getting as many WWE guys, so he has to play the game with Tony, I guess.
Dude, just stick to MMA, start interviewing NFL players. Like, I'm starting to, if you remember, maybe for like a year, there was like a wave of people just coming into the IWCNN for lack of a better term. And they were, I'll give you an example. O'Shea. Like O'Shea could be talking about anything on planet Earth. He chooses to talk about professional wrestling. He's a big name. He's a big, celebrity son.
He's
celebrity himself. Yeah.
Follows
Say
both
again?
of us, I believe. He follows both of us.
Yeah. I got no problem with that. It's
one of
just
my
the fact-
happiest, one of my proudest follows is Ice Cube's son, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know if he follows me. I think he does. I'm not really sure. I really don't care. But ultimately, like this Access Hollywood type thing going on with the IWC, and then like I don't know. Maybe I'm just going off on a tangent, and I
don't think
I'm
you
not
are.
really clearly. Yeah, I'm not really clearly explaining myself. I don't feel like I'm getting the point across.
I'll explain it. We've gotten to the point now where Brandon Thurston and Mike Johnson are the only two people that I think are actually doing journalism in wrestling right now. I think everyone else is just pushing out other people's product. They're just, it's like either you like WWE or you like AEW or you like everyone,
Right.
and you just want everything to sound good.
Bethel could have been king of the world. BJ
Yeah.
Bethel could have been king of the world had he had some proof. If he just
nothing.
had fucking proof. Could you imagine you would hear about BJ Bethel on the same wavelength at this point as Dave Meltzer, Sean Ross Sapp, all the rest of them?
Yeah.
Probably even more so.
I respect the idea. Like Mike Johnson, the reason that he's not as big of a name is because he doesn't use social media. Like he's just like, because he thinks that getting involved in the IWC and that kind of stuff takes away from the actual work that he does. And I think that's respectable, right? I think the idea that it's like, okay, I'm not going to be involved in that crap because if he goes on Twitter and he's like, I hate this and I like this, then how are you going to take him seriously when he's reporting anything, right?
Right.
So when you're an actual news guy, you keep, you keep your aura of unbiasedness, right? Like that's the idea, is like you at least come off as unbiased. And I think that Thurston has actually been doing a better job of that recently too. I know that we've given a lot of crap to Thurston, but he's kind of like he's gotten right down the middle at some point. I don't know. He's doing good work now. I gotta say.
Yeah, he's doing good work. But here's the thing: like, there's no money in this good work, and that's why everybody's got to take the Access Hollywood route. They've got to ask the questions that will allow them to get VIP access to the next fucking big event. And while that's well and good, it's not really going to do too much for the wrestling business, and that's why you're always going to have this cyclical Pavlovian response to anything that has to do with anybody being big in wrestling. You want to talk to Tony Khan, looks like you're gonna have to ask polite questions.
Right.
You want to talk to Stone Cold Steve Austin, looks like you're gonna have to
kiss
ask
his ass.
polite. Yeah, you got ass kissing is the way to go. I mean, we've seen it even with Howard Stern. My God, he grew up in the he raised the foundation for real talk radio, and you see what he's doing with it now. I mean, he's abysmal. He's atrocious now, and he's doing the suck up route. And when you do the suck up route, it gets you nowhere.
It's really everybody now. When you think about it, though, is there anybody in like journalism that you're just like, yeah, that guy's real? It's all like one side or the other. There's nobody down the middle. There's nobody unbiased. Everyone kisses people's ass. It's just, that's the way it is now.
Yeah.
And I think that's why voices like ours and Marv and these kind of like independent voices, I think, are becoming more important.
But they're even, you know what? Me and Marv were just talking about this on his show the other night. And I wanted to make mention it to you as well. A lot of it, and I said it kind of jokingly. I said, you know what, Marv? A lot of these shows just aren't funny.
No, they're not.
And I mean that, and I kind of mean that in a critical way. Like, stop trying to be fucking Nightline. Stop trying to be right all the fucking
Hey,
time.
thank you, Tony Kidd, for the subscription. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much, my man. I think you put us at the 1100 mark.
There you go.
If
Big
I
1100.
remember correctly, yeah. Our 1100 subscriber is now on record. That's awesome. Thank you very much. But yeah, I've listened to some friendly podcasts, and I'm like, what's happened to them? Like, everybody's like stepping on each other to try to be right all the fucking time.
Thank you.
And trying to be like this Sunday morning newspaper, and it's just like, okay, good. That's why when Marv was making fun of the channel, making fun of the show earlier tonight, I just had to laugh, because just like, that's how I know we're good, because we're doing something completely out of tune and off base, and while nobody else is doing it, we're going to create that lane. And I don't want to go ahead.
I'm in full agreement. There's nothing worse than when I'm listening to a podcast and the impression that I get from the host of the podcast is, I am smarter than you, and here are all the reasons that I'm smarter than you. I am telling you right now, anyone listening to this, I do not think that I am smarter than you. I don't think that my opinion has any more value than any of your opinions. I think we're on the same level in terms of what we think. So I don't have any desire to want to sound like the smartest person in the room. But so many of these podcasts are just like, let me show you how smart I am. Now I'm going to show you how smart I am. Now I'm going to show you how smart I am. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's the point? Hey, our music kicked in finally. We can finally hear it. But what's the point of all that? Like, why are so many podcasters in just determined to prove that they are smarter than their audience?
Yeah, they want to be a CNN panel of pundits and people who have like these real meta deep facts. And no, motherfuckers, anybody who's listening on the replay crew, shout out to the replay crew, and those of you listening live, we are not pinpointing or talking about anybody specifically that you may know.
Talk about everybody, kind of.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest,
it's just one of those things where it's just like, and no, we're not. I'm not saying that we're better. I
am
either. Yeah, this is. And until I get some, some real things happening, I'm still gonna keep my nose to the ground and chug along, and hopefully we get this thing right to where we want it. But yeah. I wish you guys in podcast land would be a little bit more funny. Please do not try to like inundate me with a whole bunch of information and a whole bunch of these facts. And it's just like, it's cool. That's great. There's a lane for that. I love it. But now it's an oversaturation. Now everybody's trying to be loud and first.
Everybody's trying to be JD.
Yeah.
Everyone is
screaming at the top of their fucking lungs. And it's just like, I was just telling you earlier today, like, yeah, everybody's punchline is a factoid.
Right.
It's just like, this is no fun to listen to. I'm sure this is no fun to listen to. I got to be honest.
I don't care. Well, right now, we're just, you know what? I'm sure there are people who are getting something out of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am totally in the camp of entertainment over, like, there's no reason to prove to the audience that I am smart. I don't care. I just, as long as if they think I'm entertaining and they find value in what we offer, that's great. If you want to listen to the smartest person, it's not going to be any independent podcast. Like, if you want to listen to the smartest person, you probably want to listen to like one of the Conrad podcasts or one of the industry.
Fightful.
Right, yeah, not even Fightful. No. Like an actual wrestler who was in the business, who can talk.
Oh yeah, Stevie Richards has got a great podcast in my opinion, and his co-host along with him. I can't remember the gentleman's name, James Romero.
We had him on the show. Did we have him on the show?
And when we come to Philadelphia this time, there's going to be no mistaking what's going to happen. I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. No baby doll at your side. Nobody to run distractions for you. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Etona Sharp super chatted $5. Heel Dis and the Zen of Podcast.
Yeah. No, yeah, it wasn't James Romero. Thank you very much, Regina. We had the French one.
The other James.
Yeah, the other James. Dutch has a great podcast. Dutch Mantel, if you want to listen to a really, really good podcast of someone in the business who knows what they're talking about. I think Jeff Jarrett's podcast used to be good before he started, just being I love AEW all the time.
Right, yeah.
But
what's
a lot
the Zen of podcast, by the way? Thank you, Honor.
Oh, just I'm explaining what how you need to chill out with like when you're a podcaster, you need to chill.
Oh, gotcha.
You need to be zen. You need to not be smarter than your audience. I don't know. I can't listen to wrestling podcasts anymore because they're either trying to be JD. They're either trying to be JD from New York. They're trying to be Jim Cornette, or they're trying to prove how smart they are so they get hired by like Fightful or one of those.
They want to prove their wares. I think of the Wrestle Collective podcast. It's just like I had to listen for it was goddamn work. I had to listen to their podcast. Five people on the show, my friend. 5 people. I didn't laugh once.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's just me. And I know some people maybe want to zen out or zone out and listen to that type of podcast. That's cool.
Obviously, they don't because they get 20 listeners a week.
True.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like I know that our numbers aren't through the roof, although we are. I mean, every one of our shows
we're growing, but we still have a very small, intimate group of people.
And it's still
that's why I really.
It's still bigger than like 50% of the podcasts out there right now, So.
Yeah, and thank you guys for setting us up for that. Greatly appreciate it. And it's not that it has nothing to do with views. It just, for me personally, has a lot to do with like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is so boring. Like, nobody wants. I had to hear a podcast talk about AEW Dynasty, and they went on for 2 hours about this thing. Now, of course, I could have changed it, but I had to, I wanted to make. I'm still working on it, trying to make something entertaining for us to listen to for next week.
Hell,
but yeah, dude, it is unbearable.
I'll be for real. I'll be for real. I'm experimenting right now on Toonie Talk Wrestling. I'm trying to figure out.
Are you trying to break fourth walls?
Yeah, I'm breaking fourth walls. I don't care.
Yeah, but don't you? Okay.
I don't care. I'll do it. I'm experimenting right now because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out a way that we can have where our podcast can actually produce content as well. And last week was a failed experiment. I'll admit it. Like the week before was a good experiment, but then this week was a failed experiment. The whole idea of us covering WrestleMania for 2 hours failed, and I don't mind admitting that. We
tonight's podcast proved it again.
No, tonight we did fine. But yeah, no, last Tuesday, it just failed. Like the videos aren't doing well, and the podcast didn't do well. So guess what? Next time a big pay-per-view comes up, we're not going to spend 2 hours covering the podcast because I'm trying to find out what you guys want, right?
There was no way we were going to do a watch along for WrestleMania. There was just way too many channels out there that you can already get your fix from that for.
What are we going to offer? What are we going to offer? I realize that so much, especially while we're watching AEW once, is that at some point it just becomes a matter of like, hey, let's torture ourselves for the audience. And because really, we're not adding anything to the show. There's nothing that I can add. And anyone
we can mine humor out of an AEW pay-per-view.
Right.
We can
5 hours. If it was 2 hours, if it was 3 hours long, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're talking about 5 hour shows, it just gets to the point where it's like, we can't make this any better.
Right.
We can't add anything to this. It's 5 hours long. By the third hour, we're exhausted.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, if you want to, I honestly have not heard a watch along since Wrestling Soup used to do them that I thought was worthy of listening to. Right. I think our early AEW ones were when we had like everybody on. Yeah. When it was, when all 4 of us were there. Because it was like, okay, one of us can tune out and the other 3 can keep going, and then one of us, we could take breaks and it wouldn't be so bad, But by the end, it just got to the point where it was like we were all tired and exhausted and didn't want to be there. And
I think the best watch-alongs, and now this is a personal preference of mine, but I think the best watch-alongs are ones where if you're at work or if you're in your car and you cannot physically see the screen, you want your watch-along to almost be kind of like theater of the mind. You kind of want the people to color the atmosphere for those who can't watch the show. Some people got to be at work.
I think it's either that, or I think the idea of if it was one person, like if it was just me watching the show, because I think there are people who maybe don't get to watch shows with other people. So you have somebody there interacting with the chat, not interacting with someone talking over the internet, not like me and you. It would just be me, and I would be able to react to everything, give my thoughts, react to the chat, have a conversation about the show. We're all watching it together kind of thing. That's fine. But it's like actually trying to do a Toonie Talk Wrestling podcast during a pay-per-view is very difficult. And I don't think very entertaining, honestly. So I think just
everybody, in my view, everybody just does one. So it's just like you can enjoy what they're doing. I personally don't believe a lot of people are interested in knowing what we think during a WWE podcast, or excuse me, a WWE PLE or watch along. Yeah. I mean, sorry, that's just what the data and statistics tell us.
Yeah.
But other than that, you guys like post shows, you like all the other stuff. It's cool. We love it.
Every time we did a WWE show, people just didn't show up. It was just nobody was there. Because I don't.
And that's not your fault.
No, I don't want to listen to a podcast when I'm watching a WWE show. Yeah. I want to watch it I want to watch it with my kid. We scrambled
to cobble this show together.
Actually, this one was okay. Post shows are fine, but I don't want to listen to a podcast while I'm watching a pay-per-view. I want to watch the pay-per-view, and then I can do the podcast afterwards. But you know what? If you guys want us to do AEW stuff, I mean, I'll hang out with Jake while he does his show during a pay-per-view or something like that. I don't mind doing that. If you guys want that, then let us know. But for right now, we are about 18 minutes later than what we wanted to go. So let's close up. Make sure you're tuning in Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Jake will hang out with us from Alt Jake Takes On, and we will cover everything we didn't cover tonight about WrestleMania and probably some other stuff. And then next week we'll have that fun SRS video. Go ahead, Awful.
Yes, the key to finding what we want is not caring what we want. You have to remember we are a naughty audience, and we've been bad. I mean, we're idiots and don't know anymore whatever we want than you. Thank you, Honor Sharp, for that last comment. Yes, but we want to thank you for staying up late, because we know you motherfuckers got work in the morning, and we didn't want to keep you all night long. So, you guys know where to find us. You know where to find me. You know where to find this. Toonie Talk Wrestling, the new host.
All in the description.
All in the description. Other than that, you guys have an awful great week. Peace out.
Love you.